Welcome to WRL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail, and with me today I have Kage.
Hello.
And we are talking about Black Mask. I felt like I have him Legendary 4 now, and his last ability that I didn't take, probably. His last two abilities really don't seem like they do a whole heck of a lot, so I didn't really feel like there was going to be a huge difference between L4 and L5. What do you have him at, Kage? Do you have him geared?
You have him at L3
Oh, okay.
as of today. So he's actually really fun to use. I don't know if well, he plays the same as Constantine. Let's just put it that way. But the difference is he does silence instead of enrage, which really helps other silence characters like Ravager doing their thing. So I do like that. He's faster than Constantine. And the other difference with him is that Constantine gets awareness and invisibility, so that really hides him. Whereas Black Mask, he really needs his crit immunity, otherwise he just dies.
Yeah, I did notice that I lose him a lot in matches, and I've made the mistake in a few matches. I have one match. I almost shouldn't include it in this video. I'll make it like the first video where I don't even take a single turn. It's just I instantly die.
Wow.
I thought maybe I could get a turn and then use the taunt to make it work, but yeah, it didn't work at all.
Well, rip. How
I
are you
was
liking him?
team, but still.
How are you liking him?
I find him quite fun. I mean, he's not ridiculously good, but he's very good. He's very annoying on defense. I don't see him as much like Constantine. I feel like they're different enough that they feel pretty unique. I mean, they're very similar in
Yeah.
a lot of ways, but they do still feel very different. Which I know there was a
Yeah.
Reddit post where somebody had posted like all of their powers side by side, and it is extremely similar. But they do feel very different. Like when I use Constantine out of lead, he feels like a different character.
He
Um,
really does.
but there's a couple of things I do really like about him. I like how fast he is to put the taunt on characters. He's a lot faster than Constantine, isn't he?
He is a lot faster.
I thought so, because it seems like he gets a turn very early. So I do like that I can slap taunts on characters early. And while there's some scary intelligence-based characters that Constantine does a little bit better job with, I feel like you can get a lot more strength downs easier without your teammates having to die with him.
Uh-huh.
Unlike Constantine. Constantine really, I can't remember, but he doesn't give a lot of intelligence downs unless
Yeah.
somebody dies, right?
No, he has that passive where he can put the intelligence down on someone at the beginning of their turn.
Yeah.
Black Mask does the same with like strength downs. So, I mean, they're different, but they do fundamentally the same thing, which is a lot of call assists.
Well,
and
I think
debuff.
it's the basic on Black Mass, those two strength downs, because I open with the two strength downs so much.
Yeah.
And I like that it adds bleeds, so it gives you that. And I know Constantine adds bleeds as well, but it just, I don't know, something about him. I like him a little better than Constantine, is where I'm getting with that.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I've just never been a big Constantine fan. I don't know why.
Huh.
I don't like I think it's the enrage. And what I like about Black Mask is he's better against Wonder Girl. And
Yeah.
I
I
tend to
think,
not have a Mystic slot available.
yeah. I think because of the prevalence of special damage right now in the meta, I find Constantine to be a little bit better value. But, I mean, they're both, to me, they both feel about equally good.
Yeah, they're similar. They definitely are. I mean,
Yeah.
they're similar.
Yeah. I mean, you can run him with Banbat, you can run him with Riddler, you can run him with like a whole bunch of debuff characters. And I think you'd have a lot of fun with him.
I'm enjoying him a lot. I think he's a fun character. He's strong. I think hold on, let me pull up our legendary order because I think we might need to make a slight adjustments to him. Because I think originally we had his 4 first. And I think I'd push that back just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think his basic probably deserves to be number 1. Do you agree with that after use?
Yeah, I would actually take his basic first.
Yeah, I agree.
Because most of the time you're going to be opening with his basic anyway. Otherwise, I just find it really rare that I'm going to put taunt on someone so early. But although this is a power that you want next anyway, just because you want want to call their assist as well.
Yeah, I think I would take his 2 next and then his 4 third.
Yeah. Four. Why four?
I
What's
like
his four?
his 4 is the apply 2 strength down and 2 agility down on an enemy at the start of each enemy turn.
Uh-huh. Yeah, actually, that's very useful. That's a very annoying power
Yeah, I
because
like
that
that. I
means.
originally wanted we had that listed first before, but I
Uh-huh.
think I would take his 1 and his 2 first. I don't
Yeah.
know, that 4 is really good, but it's only 2. If it was more than 2, I would
Uh-huh.
move it up.
Yeah, but it's still because imagine you're trying to one-shot Wonder Girl with your dead shot or whoever you decide to use, right? And you get those strength downs on you before you go. Well, now you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You're not going to kill her. And I mean,
I
even
think
if
L3
let's
is his sweet spot too. I don't know. You agree with that?
no, I would say four because I like the idea of like proccing the double um, attack on the three, which is the chance to use his three on again on someone if they got enough debuffs.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't find that I have a hard time getting that to proc.
Who are you running with?
I've tested with a bunch of different stuff, but unless I'm using like somebody like Riddler, it doesn't proc too often.
Hmm. I mean, it only maxes at 50%, so
Yeah,
your RNG must be pretty
well, you know
terrible.
how my RNG is, so that's why I don't get that
Yeah.
excited for it.
Yeah. I'd say L3 is doable. 4 is where you want him. L5 is just, kind of pointless. Um, because the strength down on the call assisted character only lasts for the duration of that turn, and then it goes away.
Yeah, I mean it's decent, but it's not great.
Right.
I mean 2 strength ups, just I mean in theory, I guess it's 20% more damage, so it's not bad, but
I mean, that's the same as an RB2.
yeah, I guess. I mean it's just the
You
strength
know?
up that you're not getting the stamina and everything else, but
No, but he'll hit hard as an RB2 character.
it's still
Whatever that
good.
means.
I mean it's still good.
Would you take him to L5 if you had if for our free-to-play listeners, would you take an L5?
I think he's worthy, especially if I mean, if you're getting, I mean, let's be real, if you're in Wraith and you're getting 13 to 20 points and you can face a team but you can't beat them completely and you lose a character, and then Black Mask drops all the debuffs on them, definitely worth it.
Yeah.
He can fit into that playstyle where you can afford to lose characters and still get 18 points for the match.
Yeah. Which is another top. That in mind, a lot of people are pushing for rate changes. So if WB is listening, we could really change the star system.
Yeah, I concur. I think that would be a nice change because I mean I understand during the Deathstroke Lobo age they were trying to curb that a little bit, which completely was understandable, but at this point we don't need it.
Yeah, it's
There's so many
archaic.
ways to deal with revivers.
It's an archaic solution to an archaic problem. Time to move on.
Yeah, let's get with the
So,
times. But they seem
come on,
very
old people.
slow to update anything these days.
Yeah. Yeah, these boomers, man.
I don't think the people working there are boomers. I think they're younger. So at least the people we've interacted with. So
Yeah. but that in
considering
mind,
I'm
yeah.
not even a boomer and I'm much older than most of the people. So
Zoomer. No, what do you call them yourself? Gen
we're
X.
Gen X.
Yeah.
My generation.
Anyway, but Black Mask would be a lot of fun if you could play with revivers reliably. I think it'd be really cool. Swamp Thing, White Lantern, Constantine, those kind of kits
Especially with
would really go
Hunters
really
now.
well.
Hunters really, between her and Red Hood, you really
Yeah,
have some easy ways to deal with it. You got Black Manta. I mean, you have so many characters that are great at it.
yeah. I mean, we have throw the whole library at them, So I'd be down for some PvP changes. I don't know if the devs are listening or if they're taking requests, but I think they should be pretty high on that priority.
What I would like is just some additional endgame content other than
Well,
Siege.
well,
But
yeah.
that's a whole another topic. But now the raids are out of the way,
Yeah.
maybe, just
One day.
maybe.
Yeah. Imagine.
Imagine. I keep meaning to make a sound drop with you saying imagine with like mystical music in the background.
Imagine. uh,
And if you guys,
do you have anything else on him?
not really. I've been playing with a lot of different weird call assist comps. I had a lot of fun with Saint Walker, him, and Red Hood because you can just, man, Red Hood when he can get like 19 turns in a row, he
Oh,
just, he
that
just,
man's a monster. Someone stop him.
yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for Lex, I really think Red Hood would be the meta tune, like the
I think
most,
Red Hood would be the most hated character if it weren't for Lex.
yeah. But Lex is just, he's you. Red Hood isn't just can't handle it when Lex is taking 18 turns to his one. So, but he's still
Well,
viable. He's still very good. You just gotta.
one's like S plus plus, one's S plus.
Yeah. Well, if they ever make Jay Garrick or somebody where they can eat that turn meter, kind of like what Vixen wanted to do, but she didn't quite do it all the way,
Yeah.
then I think Red Hood could easily come back into the fray. And
Well, he's still pretty. I mean, he shows up on my boards 2 or 3 times.
yeah, I
Anyway.
still really like him.
Yeah. Um, well, I was having fun earlier with like if Black Mask calls Saint Walker's assist, they both can take like 20 turns in a row just calling assists each other, which is really cool.
Yeah, I was using him with
Um,
Kyle too, and then Kyle would stack up the stamina ups like crazy. And
oh yeah, yeah. I can see Kyle going up to B tier because of Black Mask.
yeah, it's funny. A lot of people really were hating on us for putting him in C, and
Well,
I don't know if he's quite a C tune. I mean, I think he is slightly better than that. He is.
C plus, B minus. I don't know if I'd take him over any other green per se.
I don't know. He's pretty niche, but I haven't used him enough to really like be able to argue
Hmm.
strongly. I'll use him more over the before the next tier list. I'll have played him quite a bit, so
Yeah.
I'll be able to.
Hey, his kit just doesn't really excite me. Just slap him. Oh, you got enraged. Okay, we'll just slap him again.
My problem
Yeah,
is on defense he always has a taunt, but when I'm using him, his taunt falls off constantly.
I know. He's supposed to be like DOJ in a way.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just get make it consistent,
Yeah.
and that's why I like him with Black Mask because I can keep it on him pretty easily.
Oh, the cool thing about Black Mask is he can put a taunt on himself and then call it an assist by using his basic. So
Yeah,
he can just
I've
chain.
done. I didn't realize you could do that, and because I don't, Constantine can't do it on himself.
No, which is kind of weird.
I wonder if that's a bug.
I don't know. When
I
you kill Constantine, he puts debuffs on your team. But if you
yeah,
kill Black Mask,
maybe
nothing happens.
they did that to just differentiate them. I have a feeling
I don't
neither
know.
one were intentional, but I don't think either one will get fixed because it's not really a problem anyway. So I like it. I like that
Yeah,
they allow it.
yeah. I don't personally care that much either. Uh,
All right. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there. And Black Mask, pretty good character. If you're debating on investing resources, I'd say he's probably worth it. I mean, he's not, a mega powerhouse tune, but he's pretty good.
between him and Huntress, who would you pick?
It's
I know they played
tough.
differently.
Yeah, it's really tough. I really like Huntress a lot, but I feel like there's so many reds that can nuke that I don't really like. You have a lot of other options where Black Mask is more unique if you're looking for a
Yeah,
physical that does stuff. But Huntress, if you don't have a booster gold or you don't
dead
have a good way
shot.
to dealing with, if you don't Red Hood or Manta and you want a character that does a lot of damage that can keep them from reviving, Huntress is a better choice. Also, Huntress shards are easier to get, so if you want a rebirth, she's pretty scary. Rebirth. I had a rebirth 3 on my board a while ago, and she can she can mess up some greens, especially when they're
Yeah,
low. She can kill shot
that
them.
true damage, no joke.
Another team I was doing with Huntress actually was I was playing with Starfire because Starfire if she doesn't crit, she doesn't kill him, but she usually takes him really low, and then Huntress is like, ooh, there's like 3 people in a row. I can nuke now. So, as soon as they go to take
Yeah.
their turns, they all 3 die. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
actually a really fun team.
Hmm. Yeah. Black Mask is kind of more like, I like messing around with fun comps. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, I agree with that, because I don't, like, even in Siege, I have a hard time finding a spot to put him in.
I like, you see Black Mask on the other team, you're like, God, what an annoying guy. But, you know, you try to, on offense, you're like,
Yeah,
how
the
do I
Killer Frost
use
just
this
nukes
guy?
him.
So, I don't know. I can't see him being meta. So,
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be a meta character. So if you're looking for a meta character, he's probably not your guy. If you're looking for a character that's pretty fun and effective, he's up there.
yeah.
And I think down the road there may be more and more comps that fit him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
All
I
right.
guess we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for listening. And
See ya.
don't forget to check out the store. We have a few new items, a hat, new phone cases, some pretty interesting stuff. So, buy our swag. We don't really make any money on it. So we just, if you want DC characters. So I guess it really doesn't matter to us if you buy it, but buy it anyway. It's very fun.
Hey everyone, it's Tootitron. Thanks for listening to WROL Broadcasts. If you like the show, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/WROL Broadcasts. So apparently, DP over here is popping a squat in his parents' basement. Now, DP, I know you just came from some foreign land and everything, but here in North America, living in your parents' basement is unacceptable behavior. That's why I live in my parents' upstairs bedroom. Get on my level, bro.